Disturbing truths about what your organs secretly do at night. Let's jump right into this. Number 7. Your liver pulls an all-nighter. If your liver were a person, it'd be that overworked friend who never says no. You're asleep, dreaming about tacos, and your liver is grinding overtime, detoxing your bloodstream from everything you consumed during the day. Alcohol, caffeine, sugar, that questionable gas station hot dog, you name it. Your liver's scrubbing it like Cinderella with liver enzymes for cleaning rags. Here's the kicker. The liver actually follows a circadian rhythm, and at night, it ramps up activity. While you're passed out drooling, it's breaking down fats, converting excess glucose into glycogen, and metabolizing every bad decision you made after 10 p.m. Think of it like your body's janitorial staff, sweeping up confetti after the world's saddest party. Disturbingly, your liver also dumps extra cholesterol into your bloodstream at night, because apparently, it enjoys playing Russian roulette with your arteries while you're defenseless. And if you eat late-night snacks, congrats, you've just doubled its workload. That midnight pizza moment is your liver's equivalent of someone setting the office on fire during closing hours. So yes, while you're in dreamland, your liver is in full-blown crisis mode, desperately trying to keep you alive. And when it fails, you don't wake up hungover because you drank too much. You wake up hungover because your liver threw in the towel at 3 a.m. and said, "You know what, buddy? You deal with this." Number 6. Your kidneys work the graveyard shift. You probably think your kidneys are just passive water filters, like 2 Brita pitchers stuck in your back. Wrong. These little bean-shaped overachievers work harder at night than you realize. While you're asleep, they're meticulously balancing your body's fluids, electrolytes, and waste, basically playing extreme Jenga with your blood chemistry. The creepy part? They don't stop. All night long, your kidneys are sifting through gallons of blood, deciding what stays and what goes. Sodium? Toss some out. Potassium? Better keep that. Urea? Definitely out. It's like 2 overzealous nightclub bouncers deciding who's cool enough to stay in the bloodstream. And yes, sometimes they screw up. Ever wonder why you wake up to pee at 3 a.m.? That's your kidneys dramatically announcing, "We've made a decision," and you're getting out of bed to deal with it. Even creepier, your kidneys adjust based on posture. When you're lying down, blood flow increases to the kidneys and they filter even more waste. Translation: your organs literally work harder because you dared to lie horizontally. And if your kidneys get damaged, waste builds up overnight, leaving you feeling like you're drowning in your own fluids by morning. So while you're dreaming of tropical vacations, your kidneys are 2 caffeinated accountants working the night shift, frantically crunching numbers. Basically, your urine is their midnight paperwork, and every trip to the bathroom is just you signing off on their report. Number 5, your stomach turns into a chem lab. You think your stomach sleeps when you do? Think again. This acid-filled sack doesn't believe in rest. Even when you're out cold, it's still churning, producing digestive juices, and prepping itself in case you decide to randomly raid the fridge at 2 a.m. What's really disturbing is that your stomach acid production actually spikes at night. Scientists think it's tied to circadian rhythm, but the practical effect is you're more likely to experience acid reflux in bed. Ever wake up choking on stomach acid, wondering if you're about to die in the world's lamest way? That's your stomach deciding to cosplay as a volcano at the worst possible time. On top of that, your stomach continues slow-motion digestion of whatever food you ate before bed. Pizza, nachos, leftover lasagna, it's all sitting there, bubbling away while you dream. Your stomach is basically a witch's cauldron, brewing up potions of partially digested regret. And when your body relaxes during deep sleep, your esophageal sphincter, the valve between stomach and throat, can loosen, letting acid sneak back up. Congrats, you just became your own fire-breathing dragon. So yeah, while you're asleep, your stomach is still mixing acid strong enough to dissolve metal screws in lab experiments. It's like having a tiny chemical factory running overnight, except instead of producing profit, it's producing heartburn. Number 4, your heart pulls a nightly plot twist. Most people assume the heart just keeps a steady drumbeat around the clock, but nope, at night, it flips its rhythm like a moody DJ. When you enter deep sleep, your parasympathetic nervous system takes over, slowing your heart rate way down. Sounds chill, right? Until you realize this is also when your heart likes to throw curveballs. For one thing, irregular rhythms are way more common at night. Sleep apnea sufferers, for example, stop breathing for seconds at a time, which forces the heart into chaotic panic mode. Even healthy people can experience harmless little flutters or skipped beats, and you're completely oblivious while it's happening. Imagine your heart deciding to freestyle while you're unconscious, like a drummer showing off during a ballad. Even creepier, most heart attacks and sudden cardiac events actually cluster in the early morning hours, right as you're transitioning out of deep sleep. The theory? Hormones like cortisol and adrenaline surge before waking, blood pressure rises, and if your arteries are clogged, that's prime time for disaster. Basically, your heart spends the night cruising along and then decides to play Russian roulette at 5 a.m. So while you're dreaming of pancakes, your heart is either chilling out like a jazz band or secretly auditioning for a medical drama. Either way, you won't know until you wake up or don't. Number 3. Your skin becomes a construction site. Here's a fun image. While you're tucked under blankets, your skin is out here like a team of unpaid construction workers doing night repairs. Collagen production ramps up, blood flow to the skin increases, and cells hustle to fix all the sunburns, cuts, and random cat scratches you collected during the day. Sounds wholesome, right? Until you realize your skin also decides to purge itself like a messy teenager cleaning their room. Dead cells, oils, and microscopic debris all get shuffled to the surface. That's why people often wake up with greasy skin, pillow face acne, or mysterious new blemishes. Basically, your skin's repair process is less spa night and more garbage day. Even stranger, your skin loses more water at night. This is called transepidermal water loss, which is science's fancy way of saying your body is evaporating like a sad houseplant while you sleep. That's why skincare companies invented night creams and why you sometimes wake up feeling like your face got sandblasted. So yes, your skin is regenerating and healing, but it's also leaking fluids, tossing out debris, and making sure you look like a half-baked potato in the morning. Beauty sleep? More like beauty hazard. Number 2. Your lungs throw a midnight tantrum. Think your lungs just quietly pump air while you sleep? Not quite. At night, your airways naturally narrow thanks to circadian changes, which is great if you're into shallow breathing and waking up feeling like you just ran a marathon in your dreams. This is also why asthma attacks are notoriously worse at night. Your body basically decides, hey, what if we made oxygen optional for the next few hours? Even if you don't have asthma, your breathing slows down and your blood oxygen levels dip slightly while you snooze. Most of the time, you don't notice. But if you're snoring, congested, or dealing with sleep apnea, your lungs end up in a nightly panic loop. You stop breathing for a few seconds, your oxygen plummets, your brain screams, breath, and you jolt awake gasping like you just survived a near drowning in your own bed. Fun times. And here's the creepy cherry on top. Lung function is so tied to circadian rhythm that some meds like inhalers are literally scheduled based on time of day because your lungs are divas who don't cooperate evenly across 24 hours. So while you're dreaming, your lungs are throwing mini fits, sometimes mild, sometimes life-threatening, and you're blissfully unaware. Basically, your lungs are that coworker who only malfunctions at night, just to keep things spicy. Number 1. Your gut turns into a nightclub. If you've ever woken up at 2 a.m. with your stomach growling like it's auditioning for Jurassic Park, that's your gut microbiome throwing its nightly rave. The trillions of bacteria living in your intestines actually follow their own circadian rhythms. At night, they shift gears, fermenting food leftovers, pumping out chemicals, and communicating with your brain through the vagus nerve like shady nightclub promoters. And it's not just digestion. These microbes influence your mood, immune system, even your dreams. When they're off balance, you might end up with nightmares, restless sleep, or the infamous 3 a.m. bathroom sprint. That's right, your midnight toilet trip might be less about bad tacos and more about your gut bacteria deciding to redecorate. Even weirder, your intestines keep moving food along with a wave-like motion called the migrating motor complex, nicknamed the housekeeper of the gut. Basically, while you're drooling on your pillow, your gut is sweeping crumbs through your intestines like a janitor cleaning up after a messy party. So yeah, while you're peacefully unconscious, your insides are buzzing with microscopic DJs, janitors, and chemists. You think you're resting. Your gut thinks it's Vegas. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.